If I keep the video here with the background of the car here, I look super short. As soon as I show you guys we are on the ramps, I look a bit taller, right? I know I'm pretty short, but anyway, okay, in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to remove the intake manifold. So I'm going to drop a time frame here on the screen. You guys can jump to the installation, otherwise I'm just going to talk a little bit to you guys if you're interested in knowing on what's going on with the project and all that kind of project, Megalodon, whatever. So basically what happened was, I've been having a boost leak for a long time. I'm getting tired to say it over and over. It's annoying, it's frustrating, it's repetitive, and all of that. I've been battling really a lot with it. What I did was, here by my throttle body, this boost pipe, this boost pipe that's basically coming from here, going all the way up. I actually blocked it off. I made a pipe, I blocked it off. I then put an air compressor here on my intake side, blew air into the system, and it held its pressure. I was like, oh wow, okay, now all of a sudden it holds its pressure, because all along I've been busy with all the boost pipes, I've been busy with the intercooler in the front, I've been busy with everything, and yeah, I couldn't find it. So as soon as I plugged it in, it was confirmed that I don't have a boost leak there. It's like, yes, all right. So then what I did was, I actually plugged it back into the intake manifold. All of a sudden I have a boost leak. So it told me that the boost leak is coming from the intake manifold. Clever me said I'm going to rip that intake manifold out, took it out, injectors came out of it, no problem, no big deal. A lot of work there. I'm going to show you guys quickly how to do it today. It's pretty easy and quick, kind of. It's not too difficult. I think I've like made it over difficult in my mind. So basically then what happened was, I made these plates. There's a plate here and that round thing. I'll show you guys now. I made it, put it on the intake manifold. Turns out that I had a leak. So check these videos quick. So it turns out that I did have a leak. It was my intake air temp sensor. The O-ring on it was leaking. And if you guys want to know, the sensor right over here. So basically it's got one bolt. You pop it out, change the O-ring, super easy, not difficult at all. Once we actually got it out, I changed the O-ring, put it back in, I then pressurized it again, it held its boost, everything's fine. So while I was out, I actually bought some refurbished, whatever you call it, reconditioned injectors. A guy removed it from his car, he refurbished them, and then I said, okay, well, if you're not going to use it, I'll buy it by you, know? So I bought it by him. I decided, okay, mine had some carbon on the tips. So I said, okay, let me give you mine, or let me remove mine and put the new ones in. You know, I did it, started to drive, everything's okay. Around the second or third turn, all of a sudden, boom, my car just started misfiring badly on cylinder 2. And while I was in the car, I could feel it just shaking rapidly. And what I saw was, I actually saw the numbering climbing for cylinder number 2. So at least I wasn't far away from home. I quickly just drove home a little bit, and then got home, and now I'm at this point where I'm gonna take the intake manifold out again, see why, what do you call it? Why the second one is misfiring. Maybe I never plugged it in properly, maybe the plug came out, maybe the injector is there, whatever the case is. So I'm going to go ahead, take out the intake manifold now. I'm going to show you guys quickly how to do it, and in another video I'm going to show you guys how to remove the injectors, because I got to do that as well. So I'm going to remove the manifold now, another video, the injectors. Okay, let's get started. Oh yeah, before I forget, so here's my contraption I made. Basically, this is a 3D printed plug. It just goes straight in, as you guys can see, tighten it down. So basically what I did was I plugged that pipe out of my manifold, out of my throttle body, plug this one in, tighten it down, use this one for compressed air. Just took this is from a motorbike, the valve on a motorbike. Then I just took a bicycle pump with a gauge, kept on pumping air onto it. So this one on the inside, it doesn't have like a flange to where it should stay tied to. So basically 1.5 bar, this plastic piece, what I 3D printed, just pops out. So it's supposed to make like a small flange or something that can get stuck by, before this, what do you call it? Before this clamp over here. So I didn't do it, so at 1.5 bar, this thing just shoots out. Boom. So then I was like, okay, I can block here. How do I block that side? So I got this plate. I can't believe it. This wall is actually very small. A guy that worked with me, his wife, and I asked on our community group, who has a metal piece plate for me. I need about this size, basically, plus minus. They brought me like a big, massive thing. Actually, that was the wife of my friend that used to work with me. Crazy, small world. Anyway, so then the what do you call it, the intake manifold has got 5 bolts. It won't focus now. 1, 2, you can see there's 2, but it's the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's got 5 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it does have a few at the bottom as well, but those are basically pushing down on the injectors. But this was good, more than enough. This literally held, like I'm saying, it held 1.5 bar, and then this one popped off, started to pop off. So anyway, that means this one can handle even more, but it's just a nice flat thick piece. Okay, let's get to the installation. It is daytime outside, but having this light is just, it's just gonna show you guys so much better what to do. Okay, so the trick with removing, let's just kind of see, actually what I'm thinking is, let's move it in here, so where I usually put it. I just gotta, put something behind it to stay up. Okay, anyway, that's a bit too bright, I think. There we go. So, okay, the trick of removing the intake manifold is to remove as much stuff as you can that's connected to it. So for me, my IE catch can, I'm gonna have to remove the 3 bolts, take this pipe, throw it behind the, what do you call it, the shock of the bonnet, and then remove the catch can completely. It's also a good time to clean it. Then what I'm gonna do is remove the pipe. And then we're going to start with going from, we can even start from the front, going to the back to the front, remove the oil filter. You go and check, okay, here, gotta remove this plug, because this plug goes underneath in here. We go to the front, remove plug, go to the back, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, let's quickly go ahead, remove the catch can, and then, I'll do everything step by step with you. Okay, so now the pipe is out, so it's basically a 7mm here for the clamp on the throttle body. The other one goes right over here it is. So this is the perfect timing to take like a little cloth or something, just shove it in there. This is just to make sure that whenever you're busy, there's no dirt or anything falling in there, because whatever falls in there is just gonna blow back up into your system. Okay, so now we're gonna remove all of these plugs and all of that. So basically these ones, you just push down on it, and then they're pretty tight. Press down on it, pull it backwards. So the ones I want to show you guys quickly is these ones. So these ones are actually really easy. A lot of people think that you should just only pull it back, which is true. You pull it back, it unclips, but then for you to remove it, what you got to do is actually press down on it. So you press down on it and then move it backwards. So it's not just like you unclip it and pull it backwards. You have to press down, and then basically here on the inside, let's see if it can focus. On the inside, you can see if you press it down, it lifts up. You pull it out. So these ones are basically, where is it? These ones are the same. So we're gonna remove this one. Just gonna need some extra. Oh, there we go. And then let's see this one. Oh, I'm a professional today. Make some space. So going through the front, we're gonna have to remove the oil filter quickly. This one is a bit more than hand tightened. Over here, basically, where is it? Right over here. You're gonna press down from the top side and the bottom side, and then pull it backwards. Very simple. So this one is sorted out. Okay, let's quickly get the oil filter out. Alright, so I just quickly loosened it a bit so it can turn out. This is also a great time for if you want to change your oil filter, you can go ahead and change it. So a lot of people think you'll mess straight away, which is possible. You can mess because there is oil in it. So what I did was I just loosened it, I just waited a bit, and then obviously I'm going to open it up. So almost completely loose. As you guys can see, there's still no oil that came out. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to lift it up slowly, and it might drip a little bit. It's not dripping. There's a few slight drips. Just turn it Let it finish its dripping, and yeah, now it wants to go. So just hold it right over here, no rush. So you can also just go tip it around, and then yeah, maybe there's a drop here or something, but initially like barely even messed. So following with the new next step, close this up. So you can take anything. People are taking masking tape. I'm just going to take a nice piece of cloth. I cleaned it out, so yeah, it might be a little bit dirty, but it's not dirty, I promise you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have to loosen these bolts, but we are not there yet. So we're going to go from the front to the back. We remove the oil filter to get to this bolt. Also, you won't be able to get to it, because if you look right over here, here's another cable. So you're going to have to unplug, you're going to have to unplug it, but we can't. We're going to have to remove it first. Okay, just want to completely close there for now. So yeah, it was going to press against the oil filter if you're trying to remove it. So let's go to the top quick. So over here we unplugged it. Over here it's unplugged. Going to the back, let me have a look. We are not gonna, so that's a fuel line over there. We're gonna have to loosen the fuel line there at the back, which is the 17. Let's just quickly have a look. Going from here, we're gonna have to loosen this. This is a T30. We're just gonna drop it. Okay, so we're gonna loosen this one. Going this way. So over here we're also going to have to loosen this. So this is basically your purge system, your purge valve and everything. You can pull it from the back or pull it from here. I'm going to pull it from here. Just going to take this clip, move it a bit forward, and then right over here you guys can see there's 3 plugs. So even though all 3 of these plugs must be unclipped, we must move it out of the harness as well. So basically all it does is slides to the right, and this one to the left, and you have to unplug it as well. So let's quickly start with the purge valve. We're going to start with this one, and then we will continue together then. Okay, so I'll loosen this one. A good habit that I'm trying to have is as soon as you loosen the bolt, just screw it back in. Then you know obviously where you're going to place it, which one goes where. There's quite a lot of bolts and thingies here, so you just want to keep track of it. Okay, so then basically going over here, everything is done. We're going to go to the purge valve now. So this entire clip's actually nice. So you can see right over here, there's like a little thingy over here. All you do is just wiggle it, and you'll see it'll actually go inside. Come on. There, now it's inside, so you can actually just pull this entire thing off, but we are not going to do that. We're just going to keep it on for now. So we're going to remove it over here. So this is only if you want to go, because this pipe runs over here, and then there's another pipe going to a clip underneath, and one goes, at the back by the swirl flaps thingy. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this clamp. So actually the other day, you know, guys know this TMU kind of things and what. I bought this plier over here, pretty freaking nice. So it makes life so easy. Let's see if it's how it's gonna work today. So you just squeeze it, and then wiggle. Oh, it came loose on the other side. So yeah, if you want to unclip it, just press it down, open it. It's pretty nice. It's pretty decent. Okay, and then I just want to have a look quick this way. Let's turn it around, which is pretty cool. Like it clips on top every time you close it. You can hear that, so it clips. I just don't know if I open it too big now. There we go. And then let's try and see it again. There we go. I told you guys it's so freaking nice because now I can let go. It's not going to shoot open and clamp off. But the problem is this one has got a fork. I just got to grab it nicely there. Okay, there we go. So I wanted to show you guys how freaking cool and easy it is with this trick, but holding a camera and then trying to use one hand is not that easy. So now what you can do is you can spray some WD-40 over here. It will help you to get it out, but because I've recently removed it, came out easily. Just know one thing, it's not easy getting it out here. I even loosened this side and this side, but this side was the easiest to get out. Okay, let me quickly just go out. I'm going to come back in. So these are the 3 plugs we have to take out. We're going to unplug them and remove them. It's going to be difficult to get a video for it, but it works basically the same. As you guys can see, these clips over here, you just pull them backwards on top, just pull it backwards and press down, pull backwards and press down, and they all should pop out. It works exactly, where's these cables? It works exactly like these ones. You just pull backwards, press down on it. As you guys can see, they're on the inside. Clip opens. Yeah, it's just the position. So let me see if I can quickly try to get them out while you guys are here. Yeah, this one is, I'm gonna need 2 hands, but yeah, basically press down, or otherwise what you can always do is you take a small flat and you push it in there. So basically If you take a small flat, you can push it in there and then just yoink it up. That also works. Okay, so I got all 3 of them out. I just want to show you guys quickly. So basically this is where it is. So how it works is, you guys see this gap over here? It basically just slides in on it. Let's actually grab the other one. Where's the big one? This is big one, number 1, big one. Yeah, so it's this one over here. It's just gonna be better. So you guys can see right over there was a bit dirty. That's where it slides in. So I'm just gonna have to get to a better position. There we go, this is a bit better. Okay, so all you're gonna do is just take it and it will just literally slide in like that. If you want to slide it out, you just push it and it will come out. So we've got this green one, was at the top, the one there, the other one there. So now there's a lot of cables hanging around, making it a bit scary, right? But don't worry, all of them can only fit into one certain one. So it's not like you can mix them up. So basically all of that is finished now. Looking at this, we're making some great progress. So what we're gonna do next is, right, this is your high pressure fuel pump. So looking at your intake side, right at here at the back, you've got this big round thing, your high pressure fuel pump. Right below, you'll see the metal piece over there. So what you're gonna need for that one is the beautiful 17 spanner that is not focusing, so you can't see how beautiful it is. You're gonna have to try to see to get in there with the little bit of space that there is, and then you're gonna have to loosen it up. Righty tighty. This is tight. Yeah, gotta go this way. Okay, so I'm gonna need more than 2 hands, 1 hand for this. So you're just gonna basically push it, it's gonna come loose. If I'm not mistaken, that is close for everything to be disconnected from the intake. Alright, so it took some time to get it out. Basically you have to turn it little bit by little bit by little bit, then it pops out like that. So that is done. So as far as I'm aware, everything is taken off. I just want to let you guys know. So whenever you're going to take that one off, there is going to be some fuel coming out. So now I never took the battery out, which means if I open the driver's door now, the system is going to prime. It's going to pee out all the freaking fuel in your system. Not all of it is going to come on, goes off, but you're going to leave fuel. So what you can do is a thing of 2. Either remove your battery, or in the side panel over there, that side, there's a cover that you can actually just remove the panel, remove the fuse for the pump, then you can open your door and close your door as much as you want. It won't leak out, but I'm not planning to open the door as yet. So that is done. So what we're going to do now is our second last thing, and this is going to be very difficult to show you guys. I have to find it first. Over there, you guys see this metal piece? This metal piece over here. So basically it's bolted down by 2 areas, one on the top, following it down, one at the bottom. But there's nothing there, haha, because I never placed it back since I removed that. First wanted to make sure everything is fine. It's just horrible to get through here. Everything right over there was not too bad actually. So anyway, just below everything over here, just yeah, you guys can get in there to remove it. So yeah, that's basically just underneath the intake, just holding it down. So you guys gotta remove that one, and then what we gotta do is gotta start with the top ones. One. You'll see here's 2, but you're gonna remove the one that goes into the head. This one over here, you can just see it stops because that holds the fuel injectors just to the system. So it's 1, 2, 3, the big one, 4, and then the last one. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let me quickly go and remove them. Okay, so let me quickly just get the camera off of the stand. So now we removed the top 5 ones. Okay, so now you think, oh, it should be loose. No, it's not loose yet. Let me quickly put on the flash. If you guys look right over here, there's one over here. So basically, if you just follow it through, you'll see it's got this little hollow part over here. So if you look down to it, there it is. So this is a 10 mil socket, and then if you continue it, you'll find another one. So this is the T30, If you continue on the other side, you'll find another one, which is the T30 and then the 10mm socket. So there's 4 bolts at the bottom we still have to loosen. And I'm not done. I just want to show you. It's stuck down there. So anyway, I don't know why it doesn't. Let me just quickly clean up here. It doesn't look better. Okay, so let's quickly put it on a flash. So there you can see there's the 1T30. Here's the 10. I still have to remove it, but there is stuck right next to it. But at least it's out. Just got it somehow. Trying to see how I can wedge it out. Alright, so it is removed, all of them at the bottom, all of them at the top. So I doubt that there's anything that I've missed. When I quickly did do a quick inspection, I didn't see anything I could have missed. Everything looks like, because this round thing over here is coming out with it, and it's got its own pipes going to everything at the back, so it doesn't matter. So I think what we're going to do is, we're going to take this, we're just going to wiggle it back and forth to see if it does wiggle. Oh, there we go. So anyway, already looks good, like it's coming out. So I'm just going to take 2 hands, wiggle it, bring it back slowly, just so that you guys know. When you do take it out, if there is anything I missed, first check this before you do it. Let me just see if there's anything I missed, but I doubt it. Okay, so you guys probably saw this one. Plug it right over here, same, works with the same concept. Pull back on it, press it down, and then gotta wiggle it out. There we go, it's out. Okay, then I see there's another plug there at the back, which we're also gonna have to do. So this one is pretty easy. What you gotta do is, it works similar to this one, so just lift it up, but this one you have to slide. Problem is, it's got 2 clamps on the back, so you gotta press it in. Let me see if I can quickly, hold on. Okay, let me quickly get into it. So I just unplugged it. It's this one over here. So basically it looks like it does look like the N75 valve, eh? So this one is just basically up in here. So you can see, come on, you can see here on the top it's got the open gap. So it basically just slides over this piece. So right over here is like, you know, your school bags, you're gonna press these 2 in on the side, and then boom, it clips. You can clip it out. So that's basically all it does. So this pipe was here at the bottom, so you can actually, if it does have a clamp, you can cut it off. This one works with vacuum, so basically it sucks more than anything else. So as far as I'm aware, you don't need it to have a clamp on. So it's just here on the bottom one. That is it. And then yeah, that looks like it. Let's see if I can remove it now. One hand. Okay, where is it getting caught to? So somewhere down here. Okay, looks like over here. These cables are in the way. Let's see, something else. Right over here is the plug, so it's the temp sensor over here. Let's get that temp sensor out. Okay, and here it is out. Literally the only thing that was still in there was the water temp one. That was it. So let's quickly have a look at the manifold. Alright, so basically here is the image of the manifold. These are one of the bolts you guys had to remove. Looks kind of complex, right? So it's actually not too difficult. Once you actually remove the fuel injectors, basically it's tightened down by, it won't focus now, still won't focus, by that bolt over there. There's another bolt over there. Then basically it's got clips. If you guys look at the back clips there, so you just got to wedge it up. It'll come out. Once you remove this harness as well, these are just basically a bunch of plugs going all the way around. You guys can just unclip all of them, unplug it. Then also here is for your swivel flap. So basically it's controlling your swivel flap. So what you can do is, just to test it, you can basically close the pipe with your hand, and then I want to see if I can do that. I don't think I will be able to do it. So you're going to close it with your hand, hold it there, and then if I'm not mistaken, let's have a look. Yeah, you got to push it, and then as you are pushing it, the flaps over here is opening and closing, as you guys can see. So if you push it, and you close this pipe. I don't think I'll be able to do it. Let's see, maybe I can do it. There we go, it worked. Okay, so almost fell out of my hand. So basically, you can see there's a gap because it just basically created a vacuum in my hand. So if I let go on this pipe over here, it's going to close, and you can maybe even hear it. There we go. So that's also one way you can just make sure the diaphragm and everything in here is fine. So everything looks good. So this is basically how you remove it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to install it back. I'm just going to put new injectors on it. So that's going to be a different video. So what we're going to do for this video is we're going to basically put everything back. Okay, and as you guys can see, everything is back. So sorry, it is 9 o'clock outside. Basically, quickly had to run a few errands. The little one is a little bit sick, so got to deal with that quickly and help around the house and obviously eat, bath, and etc. and etc. Okay, so next to my toy, my 2 red quill packs, my 2 black quill packs, totally my plan. The installation went great, everything is in, car is like hot. I just came from around the block. I quickly finished the injector thingy, the injector video. I went around the block, coming back, quickly ending this video as well. Everything is good, I'm super happy. So I found a leak over here on the intake air temp sensor. So basically all I did was I replaced the O-ring. It was good, holding 1.5 bar. Awesome stuff. I'm not feeling the high range RPMs, the high revs from, let's say, 5,000 and upwards. I don't feel really any improvement, but I do feel quicker response, and also I'm feeling, a bit more mid-range power. So still really good, still responsive, happy. Every little bit gain is a win. But anyway, guys, I'm going to drop this video right over here. Until the next one.